Hey everybody, we are back with another review, and today we're going to be checking out some pops from one of my favorite games from the PS3. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. Today we're going to be checking out Joel from The Last of Us, Ellie from The Last of Us, but this one's from The Last of Us 2, and we got the clicker from The Last of Us. So pretty dope. Let's check these out. We're going to take them out the box, and this is from the new PlayStation wave. These two are. I don't know why Ellie's in The Last of Us Part 2 wave. They could have just done an Ellie from the PlayStation wave, which would have been nice. A younger Ellie from the original Last of Us game, that would have been dope. But we got Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2 here. I imagine they did that because they're going to do probably more. I'm sure they're probably going to do more. So let's start off with Joel, since he's the first one. Look at that. So this is from the PlayStation wave. There's the Last of Us logo, PlayStation 3. Amazing title. They got it remastered on the PlayStation 4. I got both copies, actually. A phenomenal game. It's got that blue box PlayStation look to it. PlayStation dropped, I want to say about 12 pops so far from their PlayStation wave, which is really sweet. I wish they would do a Nintendo one. I wish Nintendo would give them a license. But Nintendo only makes their own stuff, so... And they'll also license it out to like a few companies, but very few. I mean, very few. You'll see them at Target and stuff. But anyway... Naughty Dog dropped this joint, and we got number 36,422. PlayStation The Last of Us Joel Pop C1. Pop C1, there's that C1 again. So again, this is a younger Joel from the actual first game. I'm sure they're going to make a Last of Us 2 Joel, if you would, with maybe a little bit of a salt and pepper hair look to him, maybe a little more rugged look. But this is a younger Joel, like straight out the gate, ready to hop into the apocalypse and fight the clickers. Here's his gas mask on the bottom of his backpack there. There's his bug-out bag there. Check that out. That's pretty dope. He's even got his shirt kind of rustled underneath his backpack there. There you can see his sidearm. You also have his pump shotgun right there, which is pretty cool. And I think they did pretty good with the facial hair as well. I mean, this definitely looks like Joel. Although Funkaholic Josh did make one of these, which looks like Joel as well. So I think they got inspired by that, to be honest. But... because I know he got some views on that video. I mean, look at the clasps on this backpack. We got nice leather straps with these buckles on them, painted silver. We got the patchwork on the bag done in a silver duct tape, which is great. I mean, look at the details on the gas mask here. That is pretty friggin' sweet. And a great game, too. And I'm glad they made Joel. It's almost like a way to memorialize Joel. And I'm glad they didn't do, like, just The Last of Us 2 Joel. They actually did The Last of Us 1 Joel, which is great. A younger Joel. So we'll leave Joel over here to the left of the screen. Next, let's do Ellie. So this is again from The Last of Us 2, a newer game that they ended up dropping, and I imagine, like I said, they're gonna do some new pops from the game in this wave, because they actually did box art for The Last of Us Part 2. So, and there's no wave on the back, so it means they could drop whatever the heck they want from that. Kind of like the PlayStation one. There's no actual wave on the back. Oh, look at that! Check that out. So we got my Ellie's all jacked up on the bottom lid. Damn it. See, this is what happens if you don't open your pops. You won't even know that happened. You know what I'm saying? Check them out. At least check out your pops once out the box. So you got Naughty Dog on the bottom tab and PlayStation on the other one. And, oh, check this out. Hang on. We're going to hop back down to the bottom, but let's check out this one on the top. Check this out. So there's her tattoo right there. Check that out underneath the flap. How dope is that? You would never know these details if you didn't take your pop out the box. And they did it on both ends. You could take it on either end and see a little Easter egg. So, man, that's BS right there. Straight jacked up. And I had duplicates of this thing. So, yeah, there's that. And now it's pop on the rise, of course. So here we go. We got Ellie from The Last of Us 2. We got a little giblet there. She's got her dagger there, which is pretty cool how they did that. Check that out. She's got her sneaks on there. They painted the laces. That's a good detail to put on there. They even did the little bow right there. They painted the circular part. There's a tattoo right there on her arm, which is what's on the underflap of the lid. She has even the detailings of this wristwatch right there, which is pretty cool. And there is her backpack right there, even with the little memorabilia on it as well. And the details on these pops are just getting better and better. The backpack is actually a separate piece, which was glued on here, which is nice, because they allowed them to put that attention to detail on the piece and then adhere it to the figure versus them trying to paint around the figure when it's glued back there, which is really nice. They even did the buttons on her outer dress shirt, which is nice. And then she's got an undershirt underneath there as well. Got some blood stains on the shirt, which look pretty good. Face is decent. We have some slippage over here with some paint spray. We got a little bit of a doodab on the ear there. I mean, you know, underneath there looks decent the hairspray, but I'd say right around here it's a little bit suspect, and her eyes aren't quite lined up. They're a little bit up, if you would. But other than that, blood looks great, freckles look good, and everything else about the paint app looks decent. I would say the hairline's just jacked up right there, and I'd say that the eyes are a little bit raised. But again, each one of these is pretty much going to be different. You might get a couple that are the same like this, but you know, you'll get some that are spot on, some that are not. And again, most of the stuff like the flaws in the paints and stuff, you won't really even see unless you take them out of the box. And I guess that's the benefit of not taking your Pops out of the box. I guess you can live in bliss not knowing what's going on inside the box when you go to sell them. But I don't know. Me personally, I like to know what's going on. And if I have the opportunity to upgrade when this Pop is still in circulation, then I can. Versus like me finding out years down the road. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Last of Us wave right here. PlayStation. Clicker. Let's check this out. All right. Got that standard blue PlayStation box on this one as well. Let's see what we got here. Number 50,432, PlayStation Last of Us Clicker Pop C1. There's that C1 again. If only they would tell us what C1 is. All right. Now this is sick. Look at that fungus. All right. First, straight out the gate, they did a great work with this airbrushing. Now that I've seen B-Cop do some airbrush work, I could definitely tell that this is all some kind of airbrush art on this one as well, which is pretty sick. And look at that. Oh, the head moves. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at the arms. Oh, that's so creepy. That was awesome how they did that. Attention to detail on this. Look at the chest. Is sick. Look at the knees. They're all jacked up as well. Man, they did good work on this. And they even got a peg hole in the feet, so I guess it doesn't stand up by itself. It does, but I imagine not very well. You know what I'm saying? We caught that, thankfully. Whew. This is the clicker right here. Check this out. Female version right here. And look at that. Ugh. Jacked up teeth, split open face, fungus. Ugh. That is cool, though, man. They made this thing pretty dope. This would be, I guess, my first... Well, besides the Spaceland zombie and the zombies line from the Marvel ones. I'm talking about, real zombies, I guess you could say. Actual zombies. Besides the Marvel zombies. Probably my second, I'd say, off the top of my head, because I know the first ones I got is a Spaceland zombie. But besides the Marvel zombies, I think this is my only other zombie pop. So that's kind of cool. Which, I mean, I guess kind of a zombie. Do you know what I'm saying? Infected, whatever they want to call them. But anyway, pretty dope. Nonetheless, I love the way they did the paint app on this one. The airbrushing on the fungus looks sick. The hairline looks legit. The texturing of the face, the arms, is spot on this one. Again, great work on this, Funko. Again, I mean, if you like Funko Pops and they make something like this from a franchise that you enjoy, I mean, it blows your mind. This whole set right here is great. And I'm glad that they made these. I mean, they're not actually from, I mean, like I said, Last of Us 2. It'd be nice to get a younger Ellie. That'd be dope. And it'd be nice to get an older Joel from the Last of Us 2 wave. Like, kind of just cross these two over, which would be great. But other than that, I'm glad that they ended up dropping this. A great game. Why don't you let me know down in the comments below what you think of these Last of Us Pops right here. Which one would you want to see if they could make any of them? Drop it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want more content like this, subscribe for more, because I do reviews every single day. So look out for that. And have a great rest of your day.